What's up, guys? A couple of days post 75 hard. Wanted to kind of give you guys an update where I'm at and what's going on with me. It's about 5:45. I'm heading up to the gym. I hit the gym yesterday too, early. Pretty much did everything on my 75 hard list, and except for that second workout last night. And I pretty much just sat around and twiddled my thumbs. I kind of felt guilty for not doing it. But I had a lot of stuff I needed to get done around the house, so I did, and got to kind of get used to that. It's going to be an adjustment. I've got those habits programmed into my brain now, so I got to. I'm not going to deprogram them, but I got to adjust. But man, that program, aside from starting my business and getting out of the rat race. That program was probably the best choice that I've ever made in my life to start and finish that. I can't even really explain what it does. I've tried a few times over the series of some videos, but you just can't really put it into words. The mental transformation that happens when you have to face that kind of adversity day in and day out, and you win 75 days in a row. And you discipline yourself into doing things that you don't want to do 75 days in a row. There's just something that comes along with that. But so as far as where I'm going from here, I was going to do the 250 at 5% by June 1st. I'd kind of set my goals there, and I've realigned some things. Talking with Reagan, I'm going to take some time to spend with the family, and the 75 hard is a taxing program when it comes to time. You're sacrificing somewhere always. So I'm going to take some time to spend with the family and enjoy life a little bit. And I'm still going to stay the course with everything, but I'd like to start phase 1 of the 75 hard at some point. But I'm going to go down and enjoy lake life a little bit, and kind of enjoy completing that program. But aside from the 75 hard stuff, I'm sure you guys have seen the gun legislation that's rolled out. Well, you probably got to see the PR version of it with Biden coming out and making his statement on the assault rifle ban. But I saw that coming a week ago. I started buying guns a week ago. Once they got the bills through the House. They've got 2 separate bills they've got through the House that are getting ready to hit the Senate floor that are good about making it impossible to be able to buy a weapon. And I've tried to stay out of this stuff as much as I can. I know I throw some stuff in from time to time on this, but when it comes to fascism, which is what we're seeing happen right now and right before our eyes. When you're dealing with fascism, there's 2 main things that they do to get fascism implemented. Number 1 is they take away the freedom of speech. Number 2 is they take away the individual's right to bear arms. And you can see since January how that has just been completely streamlined with the freedom of speech. They take half of my stuff that I make or post on Facebook gets taken down with no explanation whatsoever. They don't even bother giving explanations anymore. They just, if it doesn't go along with their agenda, they just take it down. That's just not a society that we want to live in general. But let me tell you all something. A society without the Second Amendment is really not a society that we want to live in. I thought that they would take a little time in doing this. I didn't think they were going to move this fast on that Second Amendment. I thought they'd give a little bit of time, because generally it gives time people to settle down before they roll out the next thing. But man, this isn't going to end good, y'all. I don't even know what's going to happen with it. But I've told y'all, with the direction that this is heading and what we're dealing with here, there is only one outcome of this. There's just no other way around it. So, you know how I am about my prepping stuff and having my stuff in order. I've ordered, I don't even know how many guns at this point. I ordered a bunch more last night because it's really simple. If you don't get them now, you're not going to be able to get them. It's already tough to get them. They've already got everything squeezed, and it's impossible to get ammunition for them. You know, I'm having to pay probably 5 times what ammunition is worth just to be able to stock up. And fortunately, I'm in a position that I'm able to do that, but a lot of people aren't. And it's just ridiculous what's happening. But even, you know, I don't care if you are a Republican or a Democrat or what political party you identify with, or whether you hate Trump, whether you hate Biden, love Trump, none of that matters. You know, when you give a government the level of control that they're going to have if they take these weapons from us, no one is going to prosper in that. No one is going to benefit in that. And I'm not guessing, and by saying that, we have an entire course of history that you can go through, and it's all documented. If anyone would care to go do the research of these exact type of situations happening, and in many of the developed nations where this was happening, they all had the same mindset that it will never happen here. And that's what we see happening. You know, everyone is so conditioned into living their lives and their modern conveniences, and, you know, their daily task lists of taking their kids to soccer practice and baseball practice, and can't do this and can't do that because you have to work, and they're so conditioned into that they don't pay attention to anything that's happening, or they won't do anything about anything that's happening. And that's the danger that we're sliding into, because they know that, and they know that no one's going to do anything, so they're going to continue to do what they want to do. And you got to ask yourself when enough's enough. And, you know, I've kind of said all last year, like, everyone's line is going to get crossed at some point, but the whole system is designed to not cross everyone's line at the same time. It's designed to cross at a different time so that you don't get revolution. And, you know, if there's going to be a revolution, this is going to be the time. And if not, we're all of us and our children and every generation after that is going to be indentured into a life of servitude. The American dream is gone. So, you know, it's something to think about for you guys. You know, like I said, whether you agree with me and my ideologies or not, you know, I have no interest in devaluing anyone, or, you know, I want everyone to have a good life. I don't care who you vote for, and I don't care what political party you're affiliated with. You know, that's not what the ones that are out here fighting the fight that I'm fighting, you know, we don't care about that. We care about just basic freedoms and the Constitution, and the things that were written into the Constitution to prevent things like this. And it's all the things that they're trying to strip away. So I don't know. It's something to think about, guys. And if you had any ambitions to buy any firearms, it's probably a pretty good time to get those ordered or go buy them. I don't see how it's going to be possible in the future, because I think they're gonna get it through. You know, somehow conveniently every time they get some sort of gun control legislation in the front of the House and the Senate, and the Democrats are in control of things, we have mass shootings by terrorists that always give them the ammo that they need to kind of push it over the top. So that's all I got, y'all. That's where I'm at right now. That's what's going on with me. That kind of got me fired up yesterday. I haven't been involved in politics, but that got me a little bit fired up. So I figured I'd bounce on here and talk about that a little bit and give you an update on 75 Hard. Stay hard, y'all.